What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So in Japan, Bayonetta 1 and 2 Non Stop Climax Edition pre-orders have sold out at multiple retailers, and the 1+2 Bayonetta Climax Edition comes with a bunch of great extras. I covered it on one of my shows, has some nice cards, some stickers, a steelbook case. It looks amazing. It has the great art from the first and the second game and a nice rectangular box there, so it's something that's really cool. It really appeals, I think, to the Japanese audience with this one because it's on the Nintendo Switch. The last game, as far as Bayonetta, that came on the Wii U, actually came with the first game as well. That one didn't sell as good as I think some would have hoped in Japan. As far as opening week sales, wasn't horrible but wasn't amazing. I think right around 36 to 38,000, not including digital. So I think with this one, as far as the Non-Stop Climax Edition and Bayonetta on the Switch, I think it's going to do a lot better because it's on the Nintendo Switch, a system that is portable, and we've seen over the years, over the decades, that portable is king when it comes to Japan. Portable devices have sold a lot better than the home console counterparts, and I think that is no exception when it comes to the games as well, because the games, as far as the Nintendo Switch goes, we're seeing a lot bigger boost in third-party and first-party software starting out on the Nintendo Switch. So I do feel that Bayonetta 1+2, this Climax Edition, in addition to just the regular one, is going to do a lot better opening up in Japan when it launches this upcoming February. So I can see it doing a lot better, maybe 50, 60,000, maybe even more, because it is on the Nintendo Switch, and we are also getting Bayonetta 3 coming as well. So what do you guys think about the Bayonetta 1+2 Non-Stop Climax Edition selling out of pre-orders worldwide? Plus we did get some news that it is coming to Europe and also to Australia. No confirmation on North America yet, so I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully we get it. So are you guys gonna pick this one up? How do you guys feel about the extras in it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Aonuma-san discusses adding in the Master Cycle Zero to the mix with the Zelda DLC Pack 2. So the following comes from a blog post written by Mr. Aonuma-san. Because people from all around the world have been enjoying the game since launch, the game has won many awards. The development team is pretty pleased to see so many people enjoying the game. The Master Cycle Zero is something Aonuma has been thinking about for a long time. The four champions all have a pretty reliable companion in the Divine Beasts, but Link has nothing. This is how the idea of the Master Cycle came to be. The Master Cycle Zero is capable of jumping, climbing up rocky slopes, and more. It requires fuel, but you can use the same ingredients as regular cooking. Even if you go at full speed, you can make some pretty sharp turns in the Master Cycle. And I think that was probably the biggest surprise out of all the DLC. We knew that we were getting it, and we knew that Aonuma-san was going to be there for the Game Awards. But to see him come out straight up Miyamoto style, pull out the Master Sword, start swinging it around in Link's tunic as far as what he wears in Breath of the Wild, was a magical moment that I will never forget, man. It was something that was so cool, and I'm glad that he did that, and I'm glad that they made the trip over there to Los Angeles to take part in the Game Awards and to get all the great rewards that they did get when it comes to the Game Awards. They got Game of the Year, they got Best Action Adventure, they got Best Game Direction, so it was great to see them three-peat in those awards. But getting to the Master Cycle Zero, I thought this was an awesome idea. When I first saw it, I was like, whoa, this is just amazing that they're adding this in there, and I think it's pretty much worth the DLC by itself. If they just said, hey, pay this money, you get a Master Cycle, I'd be like, all right, I might just do that. So it's so cool that they're adding this in. I love the idea of it. I've watched just a little bit of gameplay. I don't want to spoil myself too much on the Champions Ballad DLC. I'll get to it when I get to it. So it's really great to see this type of content come to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The game is already brimming to the teeth with content, but to add in more for those who want it, which I think it's been successful. A lot of people are enjoying the DLC at this point, and it's definitely worth the $20, especially when you put in this Master Cycle Zero as well. So what do you guys think about what Aonuma-san had to say about the game? What do you think that they're going to do next in order to top this? Because it's going to be hard to top The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but there's always things that they can do. Just to briefly go over some stuff is obviously building the game the ground up for the Nintendo Switch. I think that would actually make things things run a lot better. They'd have less issues earlier on, and they can get the game out as far as using that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild engine, but just really refining it and honing it for the Nintendo Switch. That would be awesome if they were able to do that. And I think that all of the ideas that they maybe had to cut from the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, they can add that into another game in the Zelda series, and I think they'll be fine with that. So what do you guys think about the Zelda DLC Pack 2, the Master Cycle Zero, and what Aonuma-san had to say on the matter? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and swinging right back into Bayonetta, in addition to a discussion at the end here, we're going to talk about Bayonetta 1 and 2 coming to Nintendo Switch. I have already reported on that, but we do have some extra features that I think that I missed as far as information goes, and I wanted to make sure that everyone knew as far as the extra things coming to Bayonetta 2, more like it. Bayonetta 2, and we don't have any information on Bayonetta 1 yet. Seems like it's going to be more of just a straight port of the original Bayonetta from the Wii U, and it's going to have the extra Nintendo content that's already in there. But Bayonetta 2 does come with some nice extras. So let's go ahead and get into this. The following new features will be offered on the Nintendo Switch. This was via Platinum Games. So we have local wireless co-op play. So the previously online only co-op tag Climax is going local. Team up with a friend to take on online or off. Then you have amiibo support. Bayonetta 2 for Nintendo Switch will support amiibo, including the Bayonetta amiibo from the Super Smash Bros. Series. And then you also have video capture support. So record gameplay videos starting up to 30 seconds before you press the capture button. Share the videos from your Nintendo Switch album to Facebook and Twitter to show the world your skills. So there's also other stuff when it comes to the packaging. You can get the game as far as Bayonetta 2. That'll be on a cartridge. Then there'll be a download slip for Bayonetta 1. That's kind of how you do it there. That's how it'll go. You can also buy it digitally on the eShop, and then you'll get a discount if you want to do it that way. So if you don't want the physical edition or you just want to buy it physical, that's how it's going to work there. Overall, ridiculously excited for Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 1 to come to Nintendo Switch. To have it on a system that is fully portable, that is absolutely amazing. Bayonetta on the go is great. I actually played some of Bayonetta 2 and even Bayonetta 1 portable when it comes to off-TV play. The controller was just a little bit big and bulky, but it's still playable as far as that goes on the Wii U. You can do that, but it's even going to be better on the Nintendo Switch with some portable play. It's going to be good, especially for those late night runs when you're trying to play some Tag Climax online, or if you're just trying to get through some of the end game content. It's going to be really good for portable mode. I also want to add that Bayonetta 2 does have some okay online multiplayer. If you're really into it, then you're definitely going to have a lot of fun with the multiplayer on Bayonetta 2. On top of that, the system is connected to the single player. So let's say you're playing the single player and you're getting halos. Halos are the currency that you use to upgrade abilities and all that, and buy new abilities and new weapons. So what you can do is that if you're kind of short on halos and you don't want to replay missions, you can actually go into the multiplayer, play online with a friend or play with a random. You can actually get halos from that, and that will carry over back to the single player so you can unlock more stuff. So it's actually connected there, which is really cool and gives you some incentives to play the multiplayer. So what do you guys think about the extra features coming to Bayonetta 2? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And to end this video off, I do want to briefly talk about Bayonetta 3 because that game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which I've discussed before, but this is the first of many, or the second of many videos that I'm going to be doing on Bayonetta. But I do want to say, guys, as far as people that are kind of complaining about the exclusivity and some of the stuff like that, I want to just go over this story because we have a lot of new fans to the gaming scene that maybe weren't around a few years ago to know what happened, or maybe just didn't know what happened with Platinum Games. So essentially the reason why this game is exclusive as far as what's going on with Bayonetta is because the first game came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360. That game did not necessarily do as well as Sega would have wanted financially because Sega owns the license to the IP. They were going to make Bayonetta 2, but the funding was cut. Sega canceled it. This game was offered to Microsoft and Sony to get as an exclusive. Both of them turned that down. Nintendo swooped in and saved Bayonetta 2, published Bayonetta 2. Fans really liked the game, have a passionate audience behind it, sold well based on the actual install base of the Wii U getting near 1 million units, if not with that, with digital sales, which we don't know the digital sales, and it's unconfirmed numbers at this point, but I'm guessing that it's near 1 million units or somewhere around that, or maybe even more. We don't know 100%. But either way, passionate community, a lot of gamers who did buy the game and love that style of game. So Nintendo said, okay, that's great. Smash Brothers voted in. So at this point, Nintendo knows that Nintendo fans want Bayonetta. So really, Bayonetta 3 coming to the Switch isn't necessarily a surprise when Platinum Games was seen on there as one of the third-party supporters for the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo is taking care of this franchise in terms of popularity with Super Smash Bros. It's got an amiibo. We also had Bayonetta 2 on there, the port of Bayonetta 1. I think it's rightfully so that Nintendo is going to continue to do more with this franchise, considering everything it's done and saving it as far as getting the game. So that's kind of the history behind this. That's a quick history, by the way. And also, Hideki Kamiya has also said this as well, that Nintendo saved this game, so there's no need to be upset. It's either we would have got Bayonetta or we don't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it based on what everyone has said and the information that we do know. So let me know what you guys think about that as far as Bayonetta 3, in addition to the other ones going to be picking up the game. Also about Legend of Zelda DLC, let me know about that, how you feel. I'd love to hear all of you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, and rewards. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you for the next video. Peace.